Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another album review because you guys loved the first one. Today we are going to be sitting down a lot because I realized my vocal is way too shaky to edit. So I'll be doing plenty of pen shots and just sitting here trying to say what I want to say. Try not to tilt too much. I realized I do suddenly tilt the camera while I was editing. I managed to cut out like some of the worst bits, but let's begin with the introduction. There is a lot of scenery here. It's like a golf course sort of area, but I was recording a vlog here last time and you want to say anything?
Not really.
No, it's called slap, man. Don't be a fucking normie. How's your injection of memes and photography?
He's doing good.
Okay, cool. Do you want to do a gang sign or something? That was pretty fucking bad. But hey, new recordings, right? Today we're going to be recording about an album by Thomston, or Thomston Man as it is. They're doing some gardening to it. It's a weekday, so there's going to be plenty of equipment around. But yes, Thomston Man. He's from New Zealand. So if you're a Kiwi here, shout out to you. He started by recording songs for SoundCloud, and he got popular, and now he is recording for Sony Australia. Well, he was, but now he moved to Los Angeles. But that's kind of a Rex Reacher story. He started recording on SoundCloud, kind of amateur EPs, and then got picked up by a major label, and he released this album called Topograph last year, 2017. The album is it's kind of like a narrative, I like to believe, because the songs are kind of connected, and there are 12 tracks, I believe, 11, somewhere around there. No, 13, that was it, 13 tracks. And it's fucking hot, so I'll probably move right now, but yep, so that's the introduction. And another thing about Thomston is that he's releasing his next album soon. So the first track is called Survey, and it is an instrumental track. It's about 2 minutes long, and it sets the tone and mood for the rest of the album. It's kind of minimalistic, spaced out, and it's just tinkling instrumentations, electronic music in the background, and then Thomston's voice coming in. I don't know how to describe it. Spaced out is probably the best phrase. I'll probably stop there, but then it follows up with the immediate banger. I think it's called Float. It is the only music video that Thomston had for the album, which is just kind of strange. I was hoping they had more, but alas, Float is the only one that has a music video, and it was a very good music video. I think you should check it out. But I'm digressing. Float is a song about a relationship between two people wherein, oh fuck me, what the fuck are those? Who have a relationship, and the guy Thomston took the girl out from her comfort zone. He thought that she could float on her own in the garden, on the ocean, not the garden. Fuck, the garden is where I am, not Thomston and the other person. But first goes, I had her hand and everything was good, and on our backs, I knew she couldn't float, something like that. I'm missing a couple of lines, but that's how that goes. And basically the entire song is about how he takes her out of her comfort zone, and they had a grand old time, and then after that he lets go and she's in trouble now. So that's the basis of the song, and that starts off the story. And the next song details about how they met, how the singer has a crush on him. It's called Rocket Fuel, that's a song. And the song details about how she sets him alight like rocket fuel. that's the second song. That's basically it, really. And none of these songs are that deep as the first one, so I should be going through them pretty quickly. The third song is called Window Seat, I believe. I actually realized I missed that one song, and the song I was missing is called Headspace. Headspace is about paranoia, about how he doesn't trust being with her, and so the narrative of the song goes with Float about how it's a general overview of their relationship, and then it goes to Rocket Fuel, where it begins, the true beginning, where he has a crush on her. There's some sort of more. Yeah, so it starts off with Rocket Fuel, where he meets her and has a crush, and it goes on to Headspace, which I fucking forgot about him having paranoia and not trusting himself, and how he goes from one person to another. He has commitment issues, and that leads up to Window Space, where they break up and they share their different points of views together. So the song is called Window Seat, and it has two characters in them, like I said, and the way it goes is that both singers are thinking about their plight and their point of view. And what's really good is that it uses a lot of wordplay. Like, one character will sing a few lines and the other will sing the same lines but bend it so that it's the other person's fault. And that's how it goes. I'll put some relevant lyrics on the screen. I realized I could do that, and I will do that. And that is that song. It's a very good song, but it's probably one of my less favorite songs of the track. I don't really like Wafia's voice, sorry. But I do like the wordplay, and I do like how it shows the two point of views, because for the rest of the album we only see Thomston's point of view. But Fun is basically a cathartic song about how the aftermath of the breakup, and how he is struggling to come to terms with it, and he sings When Your Name Doesn't Hurt to Say, and he has bad memories of the boy. This was a bad idea to walk through, but there's a bench here. And he also laments about even though he's missing her, he wonders if once he gets over it, he'll miss missing her. Honey Cement is the turning point of the entire album, and it's one of my favorite songs. There's a lot of favorite songs in here, so forgive me, but the song is about how it's about how he's getting over it, but at the same time he hasn't learned how to love again, and how his heart is turning to cement, and he blames her for his plight and how he's not able to love anyone again. And there's the turning point, because right after that, the next song is called The Short Change, and it's a little happier song. It sounds a little happier because he's kind of like getting over it, and he's kind of mocking the other party and saying that he won't be getting a short change, and how the other person cheated him, and now that he has got out, he's moved on, and he won't be getting cheated again. And how the other person can paint him as the villain, how the other person can blame him, but he doesn't give a fuck because he's moved on and he won't be suffering like that anymore. So that is the turning point. It's also one of my favorite songs because it is a turning point of the story, from how they got a relationship and now they have broken up, and now this is a turning point and he's bouncing back. Next song is called The Outskirts, and it's one of my favorite songs. It is my favorite song, I think. It is a grower, and at first I didn't really like the song, but it has gradually become one of my favorite songs. The favorite song of the album. You can say one of the favorite because I'm used to it. It's hard to pick, but this song takes a break from the relationship and kind of talks about something else. Just chipmunk. But it's a squirrel, not chipmunk.
My master made me this collar. He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk.
But yes, the song talks about about exploration and going out of a comfort zone, exploring the outskirts, and he talks about how the other person stays safe, and he talks about constriction and getting out of it, and how the outskirts is always better. And it talks about how the other person won't leave the comfort zone, and he's kind of mad, but he's not really kind of mad. He's just kind of reflecting back on it, and I guess you could interpret it as part of the relationship arc, where the reason why they broke up is because she wouldn't get out of her comfort zone, as hinted in the first song Float, which started off with the overall view. Take off Kelly. I would like to treat it as his own song, as something about comfort zones and living and not being complacent and happy with what you have. Because like the song entails, you could have all the perfect things, but maybe the outskirts might be better. Maybe you might find something you would like even more outside. I don't know any philosophical things to talk about this, quite unlike the other album. And the next song is probably the last songs of the arc of the story about the relationship. It talks about how the chorus is one of my favorite choruses of all time. It says, I can only see the morning through my rear view. And it also goes, don't want to be a champion, don't want to love you just because I'm lonely. And it talks about how Thomston himself is insecure, and how this is all just puppy love, and how in retrospect, after leaving everything, he thinks about it and realizes some things. And this is that song that shares about the last few remnants and a final goodbye to the relationship. The song after that is called Collarbones. It's one of his more popular songs, and it's about looking at I think it's called about anorexia, about how he's thinking about an anorexic friend, and how it is just about anorexia. It talks about how he can see her collarbones and how he feels so terrified, and how little that he can do to help. And the song that follows is also kind of a relevant song to me, at least. It's about sexism, this time towards men, which is a bit surprising, but I don't really like this song. It is not that well done, but I do like the message. It talks about how you're not a man if you don't bleed, and it talks about how, because Thomston is kind of a feminine person. If you look at pictures of him, he's kind of like a fuckboy. He's kind of he likes fashion, he likes Instagramming, and he's very emotional as well. And these are all the qualities that men don't typically go after. And that's what this song details. It's about how you're not a man if you don't bleed, and it kind of preaches that in the song. And I think it also alludes to the military, since the chorus is kind of like that. It kind of repeats. It's kind of dramatic, and it kind of sounds like that. And the final song is also kind of my favorite of the entire album. It's called Expiry Day, and it's about also about insecurities. It's about not knowing how long something will last, and how he'll forge through his journey as a celebrity. Well, as a budding celebrity, he's just starting out. He has quite a decent following, and the last few verses are some of my favorite. It talks about how if he doesn't play his card just right, he might fall into obscurity, and how he wants his fans to view him as a human, because he has his own insecurities as well, and celebrities and popular personas are not um, all human too, and they do feel human feelings. And this is probably one of his more heartfelt songs, since he likes to say that he was put in a room by his manager to record this song, and he didn't have any Wi-Fi or any distractions, just wrote it in one sitting. And I guess I really like the song, and yep, that was this album. I hope I can make something out of this. The entire album is about insecurities, anxiety, and a terrible relationship. Most of the album is part of a huge story arc, and I like to believe so. And there are some scattered songs towards the end that probably just to pad things up. I don't really mind, since the songs are not that bad either. Let me know what you guys think about this album, and let me know which album I should review next. And I hope you guys have a nice day. It's very hot and I'm starving because it's lunchtime and I haven't eaten, but